Taylor Swift is going on her biggest tour ever. Did you guys know that she's won more music awards than Michael Jackson and is the highest paid female singer of all time? Jealous? You can hate her all you want. She'll just shake it off. Taylor Swift technically started her music career all the way back in 2002, when she sang the national anthem at a basketball game for the Philadelphia 76ers. And 2 years later, at age 14, she was briefly signed to Sony/ATV, becoming the youngest artist to ever be signed by that company. She didn't stay with Sony for long though, because she had bigger dreams to chase. Like at age 16, her family moved to Nashville, where she was signed to Big Machine Records in 2006, the record company that pretty much put her on the map commercially. Her first album, Taylor Swift, was a huge success. What's even crazier is that she legit wrote those songs herself. Remember Teardrops on My Guitar and Picture to Burn? Yeah, she wrote those when she was in high school. Impressed yet? Well, the Country Music Awards were. In 2007, Tay won the CMT Award for Breakthrough Artist. Little did they know, she was just getting started. Taylor kept on grinding, coming out with her second studio album, Fearless, in 2008. The hit single from that album, Love Story, stayed on the Billboard charts for 36 months. I get it, that song is a timeless classic, just like Taylor. Everyone remembers the 2009 VMAs when Taylor was interrupted during her acceptance speech for Best Female Video Award. Though it seems like her and Kanye patched things up pretty well.
It's actually someone's emotions that I stepped on, and it was very rude, very.
Taylor made $79 million during the Fearless tour, proving to herself and the world that she was unstoppable. The world could not get enough of that album, and in 2010, Taylor won her 4 Grammys, including Album of the Year. Tay stayed humble though. In her Grammy acceptance speech, she said,
"I live in awe of the people that I was nominated against in this category."
Little did she know these would be the first of many Grammys in her future. 2011 rolled around, which means another album. By now, fans were starting to see a vibe change for Tay as she was growing up, trading the sweet country girl look for independent woman. Speak Now won the Guinness World Record for fastest selling digital album by a female artist, as well as several Grammys, of course. Between 22 and We Are Never Getting Back Together, Taylor's 4th studio album, Red, was a pop music tour de force. Plus, did you hear that I Knew You Were Trouble was allegedly about Harry Styles? When life gives you lemons, right? Just kidding, I love you, Harry. Shortly after touring the Red album, Tay dropped another chart topper, 1989. Shake It Off even reached #1 on the UK charts. In 2016, she won 3 more Grammys, including Album of the Year for the second time in her life. So, remember when Tay famously deleted her Instagram right before dropping her most daring album yet? I know I do, and honestly, the album Reputation is still a total bop. Reputation sold 1.2 million copies the first week it was released. Taylor took Reputation for a world tour, which turned out to be the highest grossing musical tour in American history. She continued to win more awards. In 2019, she had more American Music Awards than Michael Jackson. I think that means I can start calling her the Queen of Pop Music. After a cinematic debut in the 2019 film Cats, which was an interesting movie, Taylor released 2 surprise albums in 2020. Folklore and Evermore. These albums explored darker, more personal themes than her previous records. Following their release, which sold 1 million copies worldwide in the first week, Taylor put out her very own Netflix documentary called Miss Americana. In the film, Taylor opens up about a lot of personal things, including her experience with body image issues. In the Netflix film, Taylor said,
"Picture me where I feel like I looked like my tummy was too big, and that'll just trigger me to just starve a little bit."
And that wasn't the only time Taylor faced some major difficulties during her professional life. Though Big Machine Records did a lot for Taylor's career, they also owned the rights to her first 6 albums. In 2019, a record exec named Scooter Braun bought Machine Records, including all of Taylor's music she recorded with them. Taylor said in a BBC interview, "This is my worst case scenario. This is what happens when you sign a deal at 15. And despite a long and complicated legal battle, Taylor now has full control of any of the music she writes and records. In 2021, she re-recorded her hit album Fearless and even included 6 unheard tracks. What a power move. And in 2022, she was back with another studio album, Midnights, which is going on tour. And like, speaking of tours, did you guys see the footage from her latest one? She sold out a show to 69,000 fans at the State Farm Arena in March. And believe me, those fans really got their money's worth. Taylor played a 44-song set over the course of 3 hours. So amazing. The tour is called Eris, which is exactly what the show's about. All of her different costume changes throughout the set symbolize the different versions of herself as she's grown up in the spotlight. Okay, so what has Taylor done for herself with all this industry money? Well, besides put on jaw-dropping live performances and pouring her heart and soul into her work, she's been able to do very, very well for herself. Her $600 million net worth has made her the highest-earning female music artist of all time, and she's put that money to good use. Sure, she owns a couple mansions in LA and Manhattan, 2 private jets, and some really cute cats, but she also donated a lot of her money to a worthy cause. In 2011, she donated $70,000 in books to the library in her hometown. In 2021, she also gave $50,000 to a family who lost their father to COVID-19. And it seems like no matter what year it is, Taylor is always in her era of giving. Wow. Is there anything Taylor Swift can't do? Doesn't the Eras tour look absolutely amazing? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to The Things so you can stay up to date on all our latest videos.